has experienced the effects of accidental gun violence firsthand, I'm posting this video in our neighborhood parenting group to share my experience and call on your action. You would never let your children play with dangerous items, right? As a parent, you keep your butcher knives and toxic chemicals and saws far out of their reach. Firearms should be treated with the same respect. Many people, not just parents, do not view guns as deadly weapons. They see them as a necessary tool for protection and demonstrating their personal freedoms. Firearms, despite personal meaning and symbolism, are items that can cause death and bodily injury and should be treated as such. According to the American Academy of Pediatricians, roughly 1/3 of children have access to guns in the home. Here in the Denver metro area, that is about 150,000 households. This statistic reminds us of the staggering number of children that could be exposed to possible in-home gun death or gun violence without proper education on firearm safety techniques provided by their parents. How many times have your children or children you've been supervising gotten into things you could not believe? It can sometimes be cute when you walk into a room and find that your child has gotten into the art supplies that you thought you securely stored, and now you have a glittery, gluey mess. With things such as firearms and other household weapons, accidental access by children is anything but cute, and it can be deadly. As parents, it's our responsibility to keep our children as safe as physically possible, as well as provide them with techniques that will keep them safe throughout their entire life. The first step to providing a gun-safe household is storing guns safely. If you choose to have them, it's critical to store guns in secure containers that have a lock and key or a security code only known by the parents or guardians. There is no acceptable time to place a gun anywhere that is not in your hands or in a locked and secure safe or container. In order to make your home as safe as possible, the American Pediatric Association also recommends storing ammunition separately from your firearms, using gun locks, and never storing guns loaded. This is an extra precaution that prevents gun violence or gun death in the home, even if your children somehow do gain access to your firearms. I know some of you are thinking, this is total overkill. My kids are smart and they would never load a gun if they somehow manage to access our gun safe. According to Every Town for Gun Safety, in 2020, unintentional shootings increased by 43%. No parent ever thinks their child will be the one to find and fire their guns, but especially as children are home now more than ever, it's time for us to address this topic. Other than fulfilling your responsibility of physically protecting your children from household guns, you also have an additional responsibility of educating them in firearm safety. There are many gun and household safety programs available for free through organizations you might know, like the National Rifle Association, the American Pediatrics Association, and Every Town for Gun Safety that teach the basics, but I will also go over them here. If you teach your children anything about household gun safety, it should be these 4 steps. Step 1, stop. Step 2, do not touch the gun. Step 3, run away. And step 4, immediately tell a trustworthy grown-up. There are many ways, as a parent, to educate your children about gun safety in the home. Whether you choose to make it a fun one-on-one activity, enroll them in a class, or watch an online video series. The final step in protecting your children from home gun violence may be the most uncomfortable. It's your responsibility as a gun safety conscious adult to practice gun safety not only in your own home, but ensure gun safety to the best of your ability in any home your child may visit. I know as a parent, the worst feeling in the world is feeling as though you are being judged, and you would never want to put that on any other parent in this situation. It's important that you discuss the possession or locations of guns with family members or friends' houses your child may visit, but also maintain a level of respect. It's perfectly normal and responsible to ask if other parents keep guns in their home and what their safety procedures are. If they make you feel like it isn't, consider what that means for your child's safety. I hope that my post has renewed your awareness for in-home gun safety in our community, and that we can have a dialogue together in the comment section. Please feel free to message me about any questions or concerns you may have, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Thank you for listening, neighbors.